morning. And I said it again, or whatever time of the day it is that you're watching this video. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly in. And this is one of those times when it's okay to swing the leg and the arm. Gives a little extra pull. Breathe deep and let it go. Now, if you try to do like a soccer kick, you're going to get a little more of a stretching outside of the hip. And you give a little squeeze on that adductor, which is the inside of your thigh. See if you can give that ball a little kick and lift just a millimeter higher. Now that we got that one, we'll move on to the next. 2 and 1. Now march it out. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest. Always scan your body. Take a deep breath. Stretch from the inside out and let it go. Let those shoulders go, let the tension in your neck go, and pull with the crown of your head. Now, palms back, slide the shoulders down, open the chest, and reach forward and point the toe. That way you stretch the top of the foot. And squeeze the back, open the chest. 3. We're just going to change this to a lift. So we can point and lift that foot. And again, each time, are you lifting just a millimeter higher, pulling the belly in, squeezing the back, open the chest. And 2. And 1. Now bring it down, and you're going to push through the heel and pull the toe back. And that standing leg, the knee needs to bend a little, engaging the quadricep, the top of the thigh. And when we push through that heel and pull the toe back, you work the anterior tibialis, which is the front of the shin, and you stretch through the soleus and the gastroc, which is the heel and the calf. It's always good to learn your body parts. 3, 2, and now we're going to flex the foot and give a lift. Now give that lift. Now we're going to turn the foot, so it's again almost like that soccer kick where you're getting the inside of the foot a lift rather than the toe. Kick it a little higher each time. Working the adductor, the inside of the thigh. And still pushing through that heel. And 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it down, bring it to a march. Again, scan the posture. Reach with the crown of your head. Tendency is to do the nose and the chin. That actually wrecks the cervical spine. You want to pull up as much space between the shoulders and the arms as you can, the shoulders and the ears. I started thinking about the arms. Grab and pull. Now, one shoulder forward, one shoulder back. Lift those knees. Push off with the foot. You'll notice she goes a little higher. Pull the belly in. 3, 2, and 1. Now, we're going to stand in the middle, toe forward. If anything, lift that heel a little higher than the toe. That's going to work outside of the leg. Abductors. And into that gluteus medius. When you turn that toe down, the reason it's glutes plural is because those gluteal muscles move in your hips in a different direction with legs. So Shoulders down, chest open, tailbone tucked under, and lift a little higher. If you like, add those arms in. Keep the shoulders down, and if you like, open and close the hands. That was one of the things in my training. I had to learn the origins and the insertions of each muscle. And I was like, are you kidding me? But then, when you learn them, you understand why. Because the different moves work the different muscles. So if you know where those muscles are doing and how it's working you, it's advantageous. All right, now, march it out. And I'm going to turn, you guys don't have to, I'm going to turn because we're going to work the back. Now, stand on a soft knee. You can spread the toes, plant the heel, soften the knee. And we're going to reach back, push through the heel. Here, I'm going to push my hands forward. That'll help take a balance. And we're going to lift that heel. Working straight up through the hamstring, the bicep femoris. That is the bicep femoris. The piriformis was what I was going to say. I'm going to have one of those days with words evidently. Now, really tuck the tailbone, pull the belly in. So you want to try and lift that leg as high as you can. Use that exhale to give that little extra squeeze. But you also have that oppositional, tucking the tailbone, pulling the belly in. So you're working that core. Use that breath to pull the belly in. You're working as much stabilization, isometric on that standing leg. And 2, and 1. And march it out. I always like to do a few marches because when you're working isometrically, especially if you have varicose veins, your blood will pool, and this gets it moving again. And now we'll do it to the other leg. So spread the toes, plant the heel, soften the knee, push that heel back, and now palms up and lift. Again, just when you turn the movement of the hands, you change the arm work a little bit. Didn't grab weights yet today, but that's all right. You can or don't have to. Kind of moving fast on this warm-up. So, soft knee you're standing on, don't lock it out. Keep the shoulders down, lift the chest. Use that exhale to tuck the tailbone, pelvic floor up, belly to spine, and squeeze straight through that heel. And 2, and 1. And march it out. Again, if you like, grab some weights. Did you want some? And let's roll the shoulders, a march. It's easy to grab. Roll in the other direction. Now, take it to a march with a bicep curl. So, march. In case you change your mind. There you go. If you needed to run and grab a couple of water bottles, a couple of cans of soup. Again, if you point that toe, it kind of pushes off, works through your foot. We're keeping those elbows stationary right by our sides and doing a hammer curl. So the thumb comes to the shoulder, and when the hand goes down, it gives that bicep a nice extension and a squeeze. And 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it down. Now, walk it out a little bit. Outsides of the feet parallel, knees extended but soft, spread the toes. Hinge at the top of the thigh. Bring those hands down. Roll the tailbone, drop the weight of the head. Now we're putting our head below our heart. If that's an issue for you, put your hands on your thighs. Bend the knees, push through the heels, tuck the tailbone, roll it up, 1 vertebra at a time. Lift the head, open the chest, turn the thumbs, and scoop, and bring it out and down. 1 more, side it where I keep my head above my heart this time. And flat back, flat back, flat back. And stretch, pull the spine, push your hands into your thighs, or if you're on the floor, walk the hands as far back as honors your body. Take a nice inhale, let gravity give you a nice pull, and now bring the hands back a little bit, tuck the tailbone, and roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Lift the head, turn and scoop, and bring it out and down. And lift. I caught the light at Mulberry, so I got here a little late. I never turned my watch on again. Oh, the trials and tribulations of my life. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest, squeeze the back, turn the toe, push the heel. Anybody who lives in Havasu knows the Mulberry light. It's 3 minutes long, which when you're just sitting there and you're supposed to be somewhere, is an eternity. Soften the knee and push. Good thing I do yoga and I can just breathe and relax. Normally I take that time to turn my phone on music. Didn't have that today. And sink and float. Now, soften the knee, soften the elbow, bring it up and over, and stretch. Really feel that length through the side angle. And lift up. And we're going to turn the hips, turn the shoulders, put the hand in the small of the back, lift the other hand up, shoulder down, chest open, tuck the tailbone, belly to spine. Find that stretch. Reach that arm. And lift up. And go out. Soften the elbow. Reach over. If you like, you can go, I go through progressions, so I give you options to go a little further, and it is an option, push. You can always try the option. Speaking of options, this time we're going to keep the hips and the shoulders forward. That hand slides behind your back as far as honors your body. Soften that front knee, lift, and reach over for that stretch. So you can always try a progression, and if it doesn't work for you, do the previous progression. Speaking of another progression, one hand up, one hand down, bend the elbows behind the back for balance sideways. Breathe into it and press and come up. Now this time, turn the hips and shoulders, hands at the small of the back, lift up. Now by pushing into that back heel, tucking the tailbone, belly to spine, and reaching, using your ocular, your eye muscles, and lift up. Good form makes it so you don't feel it in your back. And now reach to the other side. Catch the elbow, go in opposition, or bound. Again, finding your progression. And the gaze can be down, forward, or up. That changes your balance challenge. And push. And come up. This time, keep the shoulders and the hips forward. Reach through. So I do the same one twice. And reach. Okay, good, I got that one. And lift. And bring it out. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest. Soften the knee and push. Exhale, sink. Inhale, float. Now, turn those palms forward. Shoulders are down, chest is open. And we're going to go into bow and arrow. So when you extend that front leg, just don't lock that knee. Keep some softness. And reach, grab, squeeze the back, open the chest, and let go of the arrow. And stretch and reach. Now, I want your shoulders down, your neck long. Reach, you can use that lunge. Soften that front knee. Reach, and pull back, and reach, and pull back. There, please stop there. Please stop there. And reach. Thank you. And reach, and pull. That was my husband. Reach, and pull. Now, we're going to bow and arrow. Reach, and pull. And reach, and pull. And reach. Shoot the moon. Keep the shoulders down. Arms long. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And again, keeping that core. Tuck the tailbone, belly to spine. Now, if you like, you can grab an arrow from the ground. So you're reaching down, letting it pull down, and then shoot the moon. So do in whatever progression honors your body. Last little option is instead of grabbing that arrow from right there where it's nice and easy, is to reach forward Reach arrow gets a little bit further, and you get a little more of a stretch. And squeeze the back, open the chest. Reach. And reach. And squeeze one more. And bring it out. Slide the shoulders down, tip the hips. And again, you could go on your thigh, your shin. Don't push backwards on your knee though. And come down. You can use your weight, a can of soup, or come to the floor. So find your challenge point, triangle pose. Extend the legs to the best of your ability. Reach that hand up. Inhale, expand. Exhale, bring it down. And now switch. We're going to switch hands and turn into twisting triangle. Turn the shoulders, the jaw after the reach. Exhale, bring it down. And turn and open. Lengthen. Exhale, pull the belly to the spine. And turn and open. Reach. Exhale, bring it down. And turn and open. Stretch. And down. Last one to the back. Turn a little bit further. Reach a little bit farther. And bring it down. Soften that back knee. Hop and turn that heel up. Scoot that front foot in. Push through that back heel. Extend the legs, roll the tailbone. Drop the weight of the head. Soften that front knee. Push through the heel. Drop the hip. Open the chest. And breathe and relax into it. Now, put your hands down. You can put a pad under your knee or roll the mat for a little extra padding if you need it. Relax the hips. Go a little further into that stretch. This is a precursor to get you into the splits, if you like. Now, if you want to lift the toe and slide that heel out, and put the hands on the floor so you don't have to go all the way down, go to where you feel a nice length. You can pull the toe back or not. Shoulders down, chest open. Again, we don't want to fall in. And go down in whatever range honors your body, wherever you can breathe and relax into. And go ahead, push it to the floor and pull, go on the tiptoe, lift that heel, it comes back a little easier. That's the hard part, getting past that sticky mat. Now, drop the hips, slide the shoulders down, back toe curls under, and take a nice inhale. As you exhale, lift it up. And untangle the mat, or set the pad aside. Push through the back heel, roll the tailbone, drop the weight of the head. Reach the arms. Breathe into the rib cage and try to relax. So if you're clenching the muscles, they don't lengthen. So take a moment to breathe and relax. Now, you can grab the weights if you like, and we're going to take one hop or two to soften that back knee and bring the feet next to each other. Roll the tailbone, let the torso hang, tuck the tailbone and roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Lift the head, open the chest, turn the thumbs and scoop, shoulders down, and reach it out and down. One more time with footwork, shoulders down, lift, and bring it out and down. Now, we're going to bring the hands behind the back, put them on the small of the back for support, shoulders down, chest open, pull those elbows back. Knees are extended but soft. Push the hips forward, use your ocular, those eye muscles, and go back in a range that honors your body. Inhale, bring it up. And bring the hands by your side, turn the thumbs and scoop. And we're going to do a forward dive. So put those heels down, press the tailbone out, belly to spine, and bend forward. Take a nice inhale, soften the knees. Push through the heels. Now pay attention to how your back feels as you extend the legs. You want to get a stretch, but you don't want to go into pain. Tuck the tailbone. Not everybody will have pain, but people with back issues will. Lift the head, turn the thumbs and scoop. And out and down. Now, we're going to turn to the length of the mat. Nice inhale, and we're going to exhale. Soften the knees, but they're extended. Tailbone out, belly to spine. Roll it down. Got the weights, you can set them aside. We're going to put the hands on the mat and walk it out. Now spread the fingers. That middle finger is straight up. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest, push through the heels. Now tippy toe and exhale, push through the heels. Tippy toe and push through the heels. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest. Now this one you kind of have to have the knees up. Now, we're going to push through the heels, drop the hips. If you want to set those knees down for a second, you can. If you want to keep them lifted, now keep your shoulders down. Tendency is to drop like this. So pull those shoulders down, pull the belly in, and then try to pull the chest between the arms so that arms kind of wrap around. Now, we're going to go up, and we're going to go either into downward dog or in cat. Those of you who want to do downward dog, do it. I'm going to do cat to show. Plant the hands, pull the belly, round the back, and find that stretch. Pull the belly up, roll out into a full plank or a knee plank. Drop the hips, open the chest. Again, shoulders down, lengthen. Now if you want those knees up or you want to keep them down, go into downward dog or cat. This time I'll do downward dog. Push through the heels, roll the tailbone, slide the shoulders down. And go up on the toes, out into the plank. Knee plank or full plank. Drop the hips, open the chest. Now this time I'm going to set my knees down. You can do downward dog or cat. I'm going to show this one. So we're going to roll back, get that stretch, and round the back and come out into a plank. Now you're going to take the right heel and push through. And then you're going to bring the nose to the knee and push through that heel. So again, you can do this with the knees down or in a full plank. Now, when you push through that heel, I want a straight line. I'm going to arch my back and lift my head. That's wrong. So you want that not crown of the head and through the heel. And reach. You can round the back as you pull the nose and the knee, but then you go to an extension. The last one. And put the knee or the toe down, go into the plank, drop the hips, set the knees down, lay the toes out, and press back. Arms stuck, forehead toward the mat. Take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone and roll it up. Right there. And with the head, open the chest. Turn the wrist 2 times in one direction, 2 times in the other. We're going to do the other side. So if you're having wrist issues, you can double up your mat so you have a little extra pad under the heel of your hands. And stretch claw fist, and reach it back out there. Again, you can go into a knee plank or a full plank. Shoulders down, chest open. Inhale, drop the hips, open the chest. Now, if you're feeling this in the small of the back, come out of it a little bit, pull the belly in. Hold that belly in and go to a range that doesn't bother your back. Now, go into cat or downward dog. Push through the heels, roll the tailbone, slide the shoulders down, or if you're in cat, just pull the belly and round that back. Now, go up and out into a plank. Inhale, drop the hips, open the chest. Again, it can be a knee plank or a full plank. I'm going to set my knees down and go into the cat. You can go into downward dog, just so I can pull the belly up, roll out, and show again how when you push, now we're doing the left heel and rounding the back. You can do this while you're down or while you're up. And push through the heel. Round the back, push through the heel. Remember the extension and not hyperextension in the back. Breathe. And last one. Put the knee or the toe down, go into a knee plank or a full plank. Drop the hips, open the chest. Now set the knees down, lay the toes out, and press back. Drop the weight of the head, take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, roll it up, 1 vertebra at a time. Turn the wrist 2 times in one direction, 2 times in the other. Now this too can be a hard position for some people. So if you can't relax down into it, or if you're too tight here, you can put a towel or a blanket or a pillow And again, you can put it here so you can relax into that position. Now, untangle the mat. We're just going to come up so you won't be in a downward dog for long. And push through the heels, drop the hips, open the chest, and push into downward dog. So if you had your knees down, lift your knees, roll the tailbone, slide the shoulders down the back, and we're going to either walk or hop the feet, soften the knees, and bring the feet up to the hands. I didn't make it all the way. Tuck the tailbone and roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Turn the thumbs and scoop, and out and down. One more scoop, and out and down. Now, we're going to turn to the front, grab the weights if you like, march it out, slide the shoulders down, open the chest, hydrate. And we're going to plant the feet, outsides of the feet parallel, turn the thumbs and scoop, shoulders down, chest open, and reach it out and down. Shoulders down, chest open, lift and reach. And exhale, out and down. One more scoop. And out and down. Now we're going to do just one side. Palm, armpit, and gaze, push through the hips, and stretch. And lift it up and down. Feels good either way, but when you have that little extra weight in the hand, it's a nice stretch. Up and down. One more. We're going to do both hands, sorry. And down. Now, step those feet out, outsides of the feet parallel. Soften the knees, shoulders down, chest open. And we're going to hinge, we're going to put our hands on our thighs. And we're going to push the left hand into the left thigh and turn the shoulders and get a stretch. And then go into a cat, round the back, tuck the tailbone, and then push the other side. Shoulder down, turn the shoulder, stretch, and round the back, and press, and round the back, and press. Now, center it up. Now, I'm going to take my left hand and reach across to my right, and pull that hand back. And now I'm going to reach and pull. So if you need to keep your head above your heart, you can reach up here. If you want to reach lower and you want to reach further, try and get to the end of the mat and reach and pull it up. Reach and pull it up. And this is the last set. So go this way and this way. Bring it to the center, tuck the tailbone, and roll it up. Turn the thumbs and scoop. Just keep the shoulders down. Bring it out. Put the hands behind the back. Now with the legs wide, slide the shoulders down, open the chest, soften the knees. Push the hips forward, tighten the quads, the glutes, open the chest, and find that stretch. And lift it up. Simply by doing that with the legs wider, turn the thumbs to change that stretch. Lift it up and bring it out to a T. And we're going to turn the toe, push the heel a little further back, soften the knee, and push through that front heel. Exhale, sink. Inhale, float. I did do this with weights on the other side, didn't I? Okay. For some reason, they're extra heavy on this side. Sink and float. Now, little micro movements deeper, little micro movements taller. Reach those arms out and go ahead and soften the knee, soften the elbow, bring it up, reach it over, and that stretch. And lift it up. Now, turn the hips and the shoulders, hands on the small of the back, shift the weight to the back. Again, tucking that tailbone, pulling the belly in is what's going to support that back so you get a nice stretch without kinking everything. Lift up and out. Catch the elbow. Reach if you'd like to reach in opposition. Go a little further. Your gaze can be down, forward, or up. Push and bring it up. This time, keep the shoulders and the hips forward. Slide the back of the hand across and go up and over. And soften that knee and stretch. Lift it up and out. Soften the knee The side angle, opposition, or one hand up, one hand down. Back to side angle. And press. Hand up and out. And this time turn the hips. Hand in the small back, lift the heart center, and reach. Lift it up and out. And the elbow, catch the elbow, reach in opposition, or one hand up, one hand down, and bound. Breathe into whatever pressure honors your body. Push and come up. This time, shoulders and hips forward. Slide and stretch. Good job. And lift it up and out. Turn the palms forward. Soften that knee and reach. Pull it back. Reach and squeeze the back. Reach. One more. Now, we're going to shoot the middle. Reach and shoot the middle. Reach that arm out, squeeze it back. Keep the shoulders down, neck long. Really wish I'd have turned it on. And reach, my watch, I mean. And two more. And reach and squeeze. Now, if you like, grab that arrow from the ground and shoot the middle. Or shoot straight ahead, whatever honors your body. Just keep the shoulders down, tuck the tailbone, pelvic floor up, belly to spine. Always stabilize from the core out. Now, if you'd like to reach a little further forward and try and get that next arrow, it really stretches the scapula away from the spine. And find that range of motion and squeeze. Last one. Ta-da. Reach it out, tip the hip, triangle pose. And again, in a range that honors your body. So thigh, shin, block, or floor. And spread the fingers, toes, arms, legs, torso, neck. Exhale, bring it down. And open up to the back. Turn the shoulders, the jaw, and the ocular. Exhale, bring it down. And turn it open. Stretch the legs over the chest. Exhale, bring it down. And open. Turn the shoulders, the jaw, and the ocular. Exhale, down. And turn it open. Feel the length in the legs. Exhale, down. Last one to the back. Twist a little bit further, reach a little further, and bring it down. Soften that back knee, hop and turn that heel up. Scoot the foot in, push through that back heel. Roll the tailbone, drop the weight of the head. Now you can reach those hands forward for a little more of a stretch. Try to relax into that stretch. Now soften that front knee, drop the hips, push through the back heel, slide the shoulders down, open the chest. Set the weights aside if you need a pad under your knee or double up the mat. Set that knee down, relax into the hips, shoulders down, chest open, belly lifted. Always scanning the body. And you can do that throughout your day too. Every once in a while, stop and go, do I have good posture? Lift the toes and slide into wherever that is for you for the splits. Whatever range honors your body. Use your hands to keep yourself lifted. Find that challenge point where you've got to stretch, but you can relax into it. If you grimace and hold your breath, oxygen needs to be present for a stretch to be effective. So that's why you want to breathe. And if you're contracting the muscle, it tightens and it doesn't lengthen. So now put the hands on the floor and push. Now you can go to your toe and get over that mat. And just pull back so that your knee goes over your ankle. You don't want to pull too far back. And relax the hips. Now curl that back toe under. Take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, lift with the belly. Push through the back heel. Roll the tailbone. And we're going to soften that back knee and hop the foot right up next to the other one. You can do 2 hops if you like, 3 hops, whatever gets you there. And roll the tailbone, let the torso hang. Grab the weights if you like, and tuck the tailbone, roll it up. 1 vertebra at a time. Lift the head, open the chest, turn the thumbs and scoop, shoulders down, footwork, and reach out and down. And lift. And out down. Now this time, bring the hands behind the back. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest. Tailbone out, belly to spine, flat back, flat back, flat back. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Soften the knees, tuck the chin. Push through the heels. Tuck the tailbone and roll it up. 1 vertebra at a time. Lift the head, pull the shoulders down, open the chest. Lift the heart center. Find that stretch. Use your ocular. Those eye muscles can you see a little further than last time. And bring it up. Bring the hands by your side. Turn the thumb, scoop with footwork. And out and down. 1 more. And out and down. Now, we're going to turn to the length of the mat. Shoulders down, chest open. Inhale. Now you've got that mango under your chin, so I want you to try and go over it. When you try to go over it, you pull and spaces between that cervical spine, and then roll down through the thoracic. Let the shoulders hang, or hold on to the legs. Knees are extended but soft, and finish off that exhale, pulling the belly to the spine so you stretch through that lumbar. And roll the tailbone, set the weights aside, and walk it out into a plank. Spread the fingers, shoulders down, chest open. Drop the hips, open the chest. And exhale, down into cat or downward dog. Now, we're going to take the right leg, extend it out, bend the right knee, open the right hip, and this can be done down or up, and twist, find that stretch. And square the hips back, extend that leg out and down, push through the heels or pull back into cat pose, and roll out into plank. Inhale, drop the hips, open the chest. Exhale, pull back into cat or downward dog. Other leg, extend it up, bend the knee, open the hip, look under the armpit, find that stretch. I'm laughing because my necklace is going in my mouth. And turn the hips, extend the leg out and down, and push. Talking like I have braces. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest, drop the hip, open the chest, set the knees down, lay the toes out, and press the hips back into prayer pose. Forehead toward the mat, take a nice inhale, and exhale, tuck that tailbone and roll it up. 1 vertebra at a time. Turn the wrist 2 times in one direction, 2 times in the other. Roll the shoulders, and roll in the other direction. Now, we're going to do one more little challenge. If you want to use to double up the mat for your wrists or your knees, honor your body, and you can do a knee plank or a full plank. I know what those are called. Shoulders down, chest open. If I only had the brain to call the words. And drop the hips, open the chest, push back into cat or downward dog. Slide the shoulders down the back, take a breath. Pull the belly up, roll out into the plank. Now, we're going to take our right hand and touch our left shoulder, and then set that right hand down, and left hand touches the shoulder. Now, do it at a pace that honors your body, and the hips can really get rolling on that. So, trying to keep them centered to the best of your ability. And 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Now, set the knees down, lay the toes, press back. Drop the weight of the head, take a nice inhale. And exhale, roll it up. Sit up nice and tall, turn the wrists, other direction. Roll the shoulders, other direction. And stretch claw fist, and one more challenge in the plank. I'll call it out now so I know what it's called. Again, this can be done as a knee plank or a full plank. This is where we go down on one elbow and the other, and come back up and up. Down, down, up, up. Now switch which hand is first. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Good job. Squeeze the plank, set the knees down, lay the toes out, and press back. Take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, tuck and roll it up. Sit it up nice and tall, open the chest, and we're going to turn it to the front. Sit however comfortable for you. The soles of your feet can be together out there, in there, or you can point the toes and line the heels up with the center of the groin. And then try to come off the sits bone, or come up onto the sits bones. Extend the spine, shoulders down, chest open. Now we're going to take our left hand, palm up, shoulder down, open the chest, and slide out and find that stretch. And lift it up and down. Switch sides, palm, armpit, and gaze to the ceiling. Knee and hip in opposition, find that stretch. And lift it up and down. Now again, palm, armpit, and gaze. Reach, now reach over, exhale. Now turn the shoulders toward the floor. Reach it forward. When your hand gets to the center, switch the other hand up to the center. Turn, stack the shoulders, and lift it up. Now that same hand is just going to come right back up and reach. Inhale, exhale, inhale, bring it up, and other side, lift, and reach, and switch, and lift, and down. Inhale up, exhale, reach, and forward and switch, and lift it up, good job. Now sit up nice and tall, and we're going to open up those legs. Open them in whatever range honors your body. Again, nice and tall on the sits bones, open the chest, and start to walk it forward. Now roll the tailbone and come down. You can make a fist with your hands. You can make stack your palms for a pillow, or you can bring your head to the floor. The floor is just clean here, so. And reach. Take a breath, yep, in whatever range honors your body. And now tuck the tailbone and roll it up. Walk the hands up. Sit it up nice and tall. Open the chest. Now, both palms up, one over your head, shoulders down, chest open. And we're going to reach those hands in opposition. Reach. Now, hold the position. And tendency is to round in. So I want you to try to pull the chest on the inhale through the arms. And exhale, lift it up. And then switch, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, switch. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch, sorry. Exhale, reach. Inhale, and lift. And this time, bring it to the top. Good job. And center it up. Now that did a nice job loosening up your back. So we're going to roll it out and go a little bit further than we did the last time. Take a nice breath and let go. Let go of the tension. Let go of the toxins. And just sink little micro movements closer to the floor. And put the hands on the floor. Tuck the tailbone. Nice and tall. Now start to bounce those legs and bounce them together. All together again. Forward fold, scoop, slide the shoulders down, open the chest, lift the heart center, flat back, flat back, flat back, reach. Drop the weight of the head, take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, push through the heels, roll the tailbone, and roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Lift the head, open the chest, Put the hands behind you. If you like, you can put a little pad under your, you can roll the pad, a little extra under your heel of your hand. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest, soles of the feet, curl the head, look at the belly button, and lift. If you can't get off the floor, the muscles you're using to try and get off the floor are the same ones you use to lift, so start exercising them where they are. Open the chest, slide the shoulders down, look at the belly button, fold soles of the feet toward the floor, and then lower it down. Good job. And turn the wrist 2 times in one direction, 2 times in the other, building bone mass in those wrists. And stretch claw fist, stretch claw fist. Now we're going to bend the knees, sit up nice and tall, and go into boat pose. So I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see. You guys don't have to turn if you don't want to. Sit up with that flat back, so take that roundness out, and then keep the back flat back and roll back off the sits bones. Again, holding the hands together is the easiest. Holding each thigh is a little more challenging. Try to lift those shins to tabletop. If you like, let go with those hands. If you like, inhale, open, exhale, close. If you like, reach those legs in opposition and bring it in. If you like, turn those toes out. It's a little more like a froggy, but it takes the hip flexor out. Squeeze and reach. Reach. So it makes it a little more challenging for the core. I call the hip flexors the mother-in-law muscle. You can go down and up. Oops, if you don't have something in the way. And up. Because the hip flexors take over whenever they get a chance. It wasn't my mother-in-law, but it certainly is me. Lift up. I never do it without permission, but I want permission. Tuck the tailbone, roll it down, fan it out. I'm sorry, I just want to be a part of my kid's life. Reach up and don't pop the ribs. Now, we're going to bring one knee and the other, hands behind the thighs, kick and roll it up. I'm going to go through progressions. Those of you who know the progressions and want to go a little further, honor your body. Tuck the tailbone, fan out the vertebra, roll it down, and weights are an option on this. Bring it up and over. Now, if you're using them, you can bring those legs up, and if you're using the weights, they will help you up. Lift, exhale, tuck the tailbone. Now, if you want to leave those legs down, reach, use the breath, push, and come up, and tuck the tailbone, use the abs as brakes. If you want more of a challenge, and remember, you can always use one weight and roll it up. Or you can try 2 on the chest. And this makes it more challenging because you got a little more weight to lift. And tuck the tailbone, fan it out. And then exhale, crunch. Lift it up. And tuck the tailbone, fan it out. Roll it down. Now, put the heels at the sits bones. So your feet aren't together or wider than your body. Line up that bony structure. Now we're gonna, if you're using weights, you can put them on your hips. We're gonna bridge. So we're gonna engage our pelvic floor and pull the belly in, and then do the hamstring and the glute, push through the heel and lift those hips. Now at the top, imagine a balloon between the knees, and we're gonna squeeze the balloon with our knees and squeeze, push through the glutes, pull the belly in, and squeeze at the top. And 3, 2, hold it at the top. Now, as if someone has your knees and is pulling, getting that spine nice and long, I want you to set one vertebra down at a time with a little space between each one. Release the tailbone, take a nice inhale, and exhale. Pelvic floor up, pull the belly in. Use your abs to pull that pubic bone up. Hamstrings, glutes, stretch that spine. Inhale at the top, and roll it down, one vertebra at a time. Release the tailbone, take a nice inhale. Now this time, roll it up, push. Inhale at the top. Now we're going to go into a march. So you're going to extend one foot and then set it down. Exhale, push through the heel and bring it down. Now the object here is to keep those hips up when that leg goes out. What tends to happen is one hip drops. So that's what we don't want. So push through those heels, lift. You can push your hands into the floor if you're not holding the weights there. And last set. And hold it at the top. Pull that spine long, one vertebra at a time. Release the tailbone. Take a nice breath. Now set the weights aside and bring one knee to your chest and the other. Hands on your shins. Give yourself a hug. Stretch those out. Inhale, release. Now extend the feet to the ceiling. Put the right leg closer. Put both hands on the right leg. It can be behind the thigh, the calf, or the ankle. And give it a stretch. And release, other leg. And give it a stretch. Now, the right leg that's not being held can go farther away. And switch. Now you can flex and point the feet if you like. You can roll up with the head, neck, and shoulders. So honor your body. Do what works for you. Find your challenge point. And 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Give them a hug. Bend the knees. Lay the head down and give a hug. Now, put the arms out like a T. Tabletop the legs. Bring the knees toward the front of the room, and then inhale, kick that top leg out. Exhale, bring the knees together, and to the other side of the room, kick that top leg out. And just stretch that out a little bit. Maybe a little bit further of a kick each time, just a millimeter more. Nice and controlled. Remember, you want it to feel good. Let gravity pull that leg toward the floor. And last one. Bring it to the center. Now, let the knees fall away from each other and the soles of the feet go together. If your back is arched, I want you to push your heels, tuck the tailbone, and pull that spine long so you can lay that back on the mat. Let the knees relax, let the inner thighs relax, because that's what's stretching. Take the fingernails at the top of the forehead and scratch back. Work your way around to your temples and behind the ears. Scratching the head, there's a neurological response that helps you relax. Now take 2 fingers, place them on your ears, and in a small circular motion, massage your ears into your head. Your ears are just like the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet as far as reflexology. That's why that feels so nice. And now, let the palms of your hands rest on your belly. Take a nice relaxing breath. Stretch from the inside out. Completely fill the lungs all the way into the lower lobes. Feel those intercostal muscles stretch. Let the air go. Let the tension go. Let the toxins go. Let the work you've done work for you. Another big inhale through the nose. Stimulate the brain. And let go. Let go of toxins. Let go of tension. Let go of excuses. Another big inhale, and as you exhale, you'll bring those legs together. You can use your hands or just the muscles in your legs. Walk the heels to the back edge of the mat. Push them into the floor. Swing the hips over. Roll to your side. Use your arm for a pillow, or if you have a pillow or towel around, as long as that cervical spine is a little more neutral. Now pull the knees in, tuck the chin, fan out the vertebra. Take a big breath. And when you let go, you shouldn't have to have any muscles contracted. It's like when you set a wet towel on the floor and gravity just slowly lets it melt closer to the floor. One more big breath. And let it go. Spread the fingers, place the hand on the mat, take that top leg, kick it out, push it to the floor, and bring yourself up. Sit however comfortable for you. Nice and tall on the sits bones. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest, palms up. Let the pad of your thumb go to the tip of your ring finger. Slide down to the first knuckle and the second and apply pressure. This is a detox mudra. A mudra is a hand gesture that seals in the work that you've done. So breathe in. Breathe in, expand, bring in that oxygen, that healing, that life force. And let go of the tension, let go of the toxins.